Welcome back, friends. Who would like to see the greatest unboxing I've ever done on my channel? My friends from Secure It Tactical kind of surprised me with this today. I spoke with them a couple weeks ago. Secure It, of course, is the outfit that I've been working with on the gun cabinets. They've provided these beautiful gun cabinets for us and the boxes that we have in the house and such. I called them up last week and asked them if they could send me a louvered wall panel, because I was thinking it would be nice to be behind the boost block bench right there to have a little section of wall panel that we could put the little brackets for holding, how do I say this, my Nerf collection while I'm cleaning and working on it. And lo and behold, all of this showed up today, and I don't know exactly what's inside of it. So I thought, how fun would it be to unbox this together? We'll take a look at it and see what they sent. This is going to be really fun. I'm very excited about it. Now, there's always folks that kind of take this the wrong way. Oh, it must be nice. You know, you always hear that in the comments. Look, if Secure It Tactical came to you and sent you an email and said, friend, we'd like to send you some free stuff. We're really proud of our products. We know that you and I kind of share the same interests, and these things might be able to work out for you. You can share it. We can get these out to the people so they can see that there's some options available. Would you turn them down? No, you wouldn't. Neither would I. It only makes good sense. So in the words of the immortal words of the prodigal son's father, is it not mine to do with what I will? All right. Let's open it up and see what we got. Let's start with this, because I think this is the louvered wall panel. The rest, I'm not sure. As my granddad said, every day is a holiday, like Sunday on a farm. He told me that story. Let's open these louvered panels. When he was in the war, World War II, he said there was a guy in their outfit. He was Native American, and he was wild. He's just one of those wild and crazy guys. And he'd go into town and get drunk and absolutely lose his mind. He said one time they were in leave on Cairo, and they heard this terrible ruckus of a horse just ripping down the road, packing a cart. He said the sparks are practically flying from the hooves of this thing. And here was his friend, the Native American, up on the lead horse, beating it with the stick, shouting, just racing through the city with the poor driver that he had hired in the back of the cart on his back, shouting at him in Egyptian. And as this guy went by with a whiskey bottle in one hand, whipping this horse, just going full bore down the street. Every day's a holiday, like Sunday on a farm. My granddad used to tell me that story every time we'd go elk hunting. That was so funny. It looks like our friend sent us two different panels. So these are the taller ones right here, and then these look like are half panels, about half the size of that. This allows you can mount these things anywhere. Now all of their boxes, of course, and everything, come with this louver system in the back, so you can put your acrobins on, all of your holding your magazines, all that stuff that I think they've included that we'll see here in a minute. But if you have an old school safe or just an off-brand cabinet or something, you can mount the stuff in the back of it. Or if you want to do a whole room or inside of a closet or a workbench like this, not just for your Nerf accessories, but acrobins for hardware and such, which you'll see in a minute. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to put 3 of these panels up. I put the first one up there. What we might do is even do a couple here on the sides. That would give us able to do small shelving and different things, lots of different options for storage that you can move around and change. I'm just using these little 1.5-inch screws. It's full of holes. You can mount it any way you want to. We're going to be doing the vise base coming up too, so folks were asking about that. I got the final steel today, plus I got to wire up a plug for the welder. We'll do all that tomorrow, so look for that. But let's get this panel on here. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but the idea to put this 2x6 on the wall, the select deck, was my dad's idea. We were sitting out here brainstorming how we were going to do it, and I knew I wanted to hang a lot of stuff on the walls, and he said, just put select deck on there. He goes, and then you're done, you know what, that's a little bit heavy for me to hold. Then you can screw anything you want to with that. That's onto the walls without drywall anchors and looking for studs and all of that. So there's something to be said for that for sure. Well, that's a good start there. That's a nice cleated wall. All sorts of possibilities there. All right, we might as well start on the top here with these little boxes. It's been my experience that Some of the nicest things in life come in small boxes. I think there's more than one woman that would agree with me on that. So this is a 4-position rifle shelf. So it's marked right and left. Okay, and you can use it either way. Oh, it's got a nice tray on it with a lip. Oh, even the shelf ties in there. All right, guys, I think I've got it figured out. This is a base plate or a shelf for the stock, the bottom. So that clips on there like that. These are the brackets that are inside the cabinets or so that you can put any height for different size barrels. Now this could be inside of a cabinet or in a room like this, or if you're just working on stuff and cleaning, just safe storage, or you're not going to be knocking it on the ground or anything. We'll put the old 700 here. That's pure death, that bad boy right there. Right there. There we go, and that locks in right there. And you can, it's 4 wide, so you could store 4 on there. That's pretty nice. Now I know why they sent those extra panels. If you had a really long Nerf, you might not be able to get it in there, because that's a short 20-inch. Well, I guess it wouldn't depend on the barrel, it just depends on the stock. But it give you a little extra. You could have again, so if you wanted to put it face it the other way and leave the tripod legs on, and have the optic out, then you'd want to put that second panel on there. But that's how that shelf works right there. That's pretty clever setup. All right, so let's get back to the unboxing here. Those are the same that when we just opened there. So they sent 4 of those. Probably gonna have more here than I need. I think my man Jariah might have to hook him up. He's getting ready to. He's actually building his reloading bench, and could probably use some of these things. I certainly don't need this many. These guys are really nice. I actually have one of these. I bought one of these when it was my original setup. They're just small parts trays, and that handy for everything. I keep my batteries and such in them in one of my boxes, but they're really ideal for aerosol cans too. And of course, what better place could you have your Loctite right there? And these are really handy. Little hardware and nuts and bolts and things. I really dig those. Yeah, these guys are pretty tricky. They're awfully handy, just for small tools and parts, just to get stuff off your bench. Should we keep it going here? We got a big box this time. I'm trying not to read the label. I want to be surprised. Oh, good. These are nice. These are Acrobins. This is when I had my Jeep wrecking yard. I bought a lot of these. This is the best way to store parts. And there's Durham. I don't know if these are Acrobins. The Acrobrand, I think, was the original brand, but these are good quality ones too. We're just gonna have to go through this together. We'll get them all unboxed, and then we'll go through what they are. These are magnetic hooks. So if you wanted to, like on the inside of a safe or a cabinet, if you wanted to hang something like a helmet or a chest rig or something, these are, those are, I'll show you in a minute. Now these brackets here are for horizontal storage, and actually this is what I'd be more likely to use. These brackets here, being it's such a narrow cabinet, stick it out too far, these are actually going to be more appropriate if you wanted to turn one of the big tall cabinets into like a 12, to store 12. I understand that now. Now these here, these are rubber lined, so they're not going to beat anything up. And then that's going to be more likely. So when I'm cleaning stuff, this is what I'm going to use here, is these guys, because they don't take up near as much space. Like that, and that'll be a nice way to storage. There's left and right horizontal for your shorties right there, right? Now this comes into play. I have some Nerfs that the barrels are so long, i.e. Colt King Cobras and such, 6 and 8 inch barrels, that you can't close the door on the smaller cabinets. And being able to go sideways on those long barrel, you can get the door shut. And these rods here are coated with a vinyl, so they're not going to chew up your bore. The only shortfall, I do have a couple of these from before. The only thing that those will not work on is 22. And I asked them about that originally. I was like, can you make one that would fit a 22? And they said, no, the barrel's so small that the wire it takes to go inside by the time you put vinyl on it is just too weak and it bends. It's just not possible. So I end up putting them in the acrobins. Like here, in the safes. I'll just lay them in there like that, one on each side, and then snap them on. That's how I store them. Like that. That'll be the perfect place to hang your future Wranglerstar tactical hat that will come someday. Well, guys, that's about it. I think off camera, I'll probably put these guys here, maybe center them on the walls, and then that'll give us some space. We can put those small parts bins on there, and that'll be handy. They're kind of out of the way, and they don't take up too much space on the sides there. And that'll be really nice. That'd be really good for those aerosol cans, which are always kind of a problem for dealing with. You always have to put a shelf. I'm always knocking them on the ground. So special thanks to friends over there at Secure It. I was not expecting that. I was just hoping they would send one of those panels, and they sent all that nice stuff. And so I shared it with you. Open box. Unboxings are kind of fun, and I really appreciate that. That's pretty cool stuff. So might be a good option for you guys. I'm not saying you have to have it. I'm just saying that maybe you get a few of those panels and some of those acrobins, and it's really nice for storage, and having some way to display your things is kind of cool too. And it's just fun to have everything nice when you're working on it, when you put that much of your time into these hobbies. You know, it's fun to have a way to display them and to make sure that they're cared for and well protected while you're working on them and such. And it's just a lot of fun, lots of fun. So thanks Secure It for that. I'll ask them also, they should be in the comments when this video goes up. I'll ask them if they can't work out some sort of a deal for you guys too. Maybe we can work out some sort of a discount or some giveaways. I should have probably did that before I did the video, and I just wasn't expecting. I got excited and I wanted to share it. So I'll talk to them. I'll fire them off an email, and they've been real good to me, and see if they can't hook you guys up a little bit with some discounts and maybe some giveaways. So we can always ask, right? You have not because you ask not. That's my motto. Thanks for watching. Please keep us in your prayers, especially right now. Our family's going through some difficult times. Everyone's okay, but I just ask for your prayers. We definitely could use them. We pray for you guys constantly, and it means a lot to us. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you guys on the next video.